Okay, today I'm going to demonstrate how to use a new putty knife that I just bought online. First, I'm going to back bed the sash. This is Sarco Type M that I've kneaded, and also used whiting to firm it up just a little bit. I don't use a putty knife to back bed, but I put it in with my thumb and fingers. Okay, want to make sure when you're doing this there's not any splinters that you could catch. I'm working outside because, as many as you know, my workshop just nearly burned up. Everything was ruined with soot and with water, and it's unpleasant in there, and everything takes on an odor. These windows are the last windows that I have to do this year. So I have a piece of glass to put in the sash. It's double strength, old wavy glass. I've smoothed the back bed down. You don't have to do that. The heavy glass will flatten it. There's a groove at the upper end of the lower sash. I don't putty that until after the fact, okay? And my glass is a little curved, so there. And to make that work, bounce it down like that, okay? Now, some people will put a random orbit sander on here, or another kind of sander, okay, with a rag on it, but I'm not. I'm just going to push it down into the putty, and I have this wonderful old Red Devil point gun, which I hope works today. I started on a table or on the Sawhorse's platform because I always back bed that way. But I like to glaze on an easel, and this is my temporary easel set up out in my yard because I have a lousy back, so this is how I do it. I have a sort of a weird way of putting in the putty and glazing. It's just how I've done it for 55 years or something. See, okay. I've never used this knife before. This is my first time. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to have to get used to it. You're seeing my virgin run here. Okay. I got a little skip here. Okay. And there. Let's do a corner now. Now I've been using a knife with a sloped edge for years, but not one of these. I owned one of these. Well, oh, that's the, oh wow, look at that. By just going in here like this, it sort of enables you to go in there. A little corner. Let's go down to this corner and see. I'll go on down, see how it works. Okay. I'll just try to do this right here. That lets me go in there like that. Okay. It's a little harder to work into the corner, and maybe I just need to learn how to use it. Okay, so there's a gap when I turn the window over. I've already cleaned the slop off, but there's a gap right here where the glass didn't press in hard enough, or maybe it was curved or close enough to the profile. So before you quit, you should always make sure that is filled with putty, because if you don't, you can't get a good putty seal. Okay, so this is my initial test of this. I think if I use it a few times, I'd get completely used to it and do anything I want to do. But this is the type that I normally work with, and I like this because it allows me to go into this corner and make a perfect angle, okay, every time. That's why I like that, and it just eases up the corners. I'm going to learn to use this, but this is what I've used for 20 years. when I put the glass in, you noticed, or I noted, that I had to stick it into the groove that's in the upper end of the lower sash. Okay. Some people would put putty in that first and then push the glass up into the putty. But sometimes if the glass is really tight, and this one was tight, I don't do it that way because it makes it harder to insert the glass. So in that case, I'm going to do this on both sides, okay? I'm going to push it into that crack, plenty of it, hard as I can, and then I'm going to smooth that off, clean up the slop, okay? And that's the way I do it. WindowSashBible.com.